Good day, my friend. Live from the road in this very gauzy. How do you give me a tissue or something? This very gauzy picture. I was normally using my phone. Thank you. It's like an Ingmar Bergman look. Let me see if I can clean this off there. Is that working? That's any better, I guess. I don't know. At an undisclosed location. Here we go. At an undisclosed location, ladies and gentlemen. I don't announce where I'm going. I don't announce where I'm out of town, but we're doing something festive. And Mrs. L and I are out and about tooling across this great country. Not going to tell you where. It's nobody's business. I hate when people say, here we are. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I will have a lot to respond or talk to you about regarding airports and the like. I will tell you that human beings, Americans, are slugs. We are invaded by lafandas and boorish people of all denominations all over the country. It's just wonderful. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Look at this. Who's there? Beijing is there. Beijing, our Chinese Sino criminal from the middle of nowhere. Thank you so much. Buenos dias. Thank you. Anyway. Where do we begin? Where do I begin? What's the big story, ladies and germs? What's the big story? Why are people all of a sudden going crazy regarding Epstein? You know who started that? Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi. Nobody. no, oh, what am I yelling? Oh, I'm being told I'm yelling. Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi. She just gave me a signal out of the John, like the third base, like take it easy. Let me tell you something. It's Pam Bondi. Yeah, you like my bonnet in the thumbnail? That's the LaChandra. There is I see them. They have become, before that, as you know, the hoodie was the sign of the absolute just cretinous behavior. Oh, by the way, you notice this? Little Superman cufflinks, just for you, my friends. Anyway, Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is responsible for this. Pam Bondi was the one who came up initially and said, and I've got what was it? What does she say? I've got a binder. A binder? What are you talking about? What are you doing? Nobody cared about. Nobody cared about Epstein. Nobody, until she opened her mouth. Does this make any sense to you? Seriously? And Trump's thinking, oh, for God's sakes, that was already over. What are you bringing this up for now? And what about MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene? She's up to something. Is she or isn't she? And Susie Wiles, that's the one. The president is going to be absolutely, positively bamboozled and set back again. Anyway, let's see who's here. What's with the wedding band being? Oh, come on, stop it. Blondie Bumstead. What has Pam Bondi done? You're right. That's the question. What has Pam Bondi done? What has anybody done? What is anybody doing? The left, remember what I told you. The left never forgets anything. They don't drop a beat, miss a beat. Maybe Don is holding it for a big blast to cover everybody involved. No, you know what you do, and I love you to death. This is Frank Joseph. Frank just makes up these things like, well, maybe this is the Great Awakening. And say, there's no Great Awakening. It's stupid. It's stupid. Kash Patel and that creepy girlfriend of his. What's up with that? The best, remember I'm telling you this, Jack Schlossberg. Jack Schlossberg. This is JFK's grandson. Well, I'm just saying, if it walks like a duck, you know what I mean? This guy is just nuts. If you told me he was a tweaker, if you told me he was some closeted, mentally ill, drug addicted lunatic that nobody in the Kennedy family could control, I'd say, of course, because the Kennedy family are the most miserable worth of ne'er-do-wells anybody's ever seen in the history of ne'er-do-wells. Look at the way they turned on Bobby. And what's with Bobby? What's with Bobby Kennedy and that Nutsi? Did you hear this? She says they shared, oh, my favorite body parts. And I like a schmuck. I read it. Say, I wonder they're texting about their favorite body parts. You know what her favorite body part was? His nose. Okay, now look. Bobby Kennedy is out of his tree. He's a little boy who's got that Kennedy thing, who don't know how to handle women. He's never felt in control of women in his life. They control him. And he goes out of his way because he pretends to be this hyper-sexed, serial. Remember he had a book or something where he kept track of his conquest? Oh, come on. This is, and he's the least stupid of them all. Let me tell you something. The president is surrounded by absolute, I don't know what the story is, ne'er-do-wells. Does he have any? I love the guy. I love the guy. But what is he doing? This Susie Wiles, she's from the Hubbard or the Ballard group. This is where, of course, Pam Bondi comes from. He doesn't have any. He's got to listen more to like a Roger Stone or somebody. That's Seb Gorka. How about that Syrian terrorist he has in the White House? That was Seb Gorka, supposedly. Listen, how many of you folks think we're going to lose the midterms? Raise your hand. Give me a 1. You think so? How many people think we're going to miss? You're going to lose. We're going to lose it. We're going to lose it. We're going to lose it. Anna Tonino is on her walk. Good for you. Perambulation is an excellent thing. Walking is one of the best things you can do. It is one of the greatest forms of exercise because when you walk and you cause those great thigh muscles to contract and your calves, your gastrocnemius and everything, the blood forcing it up is fantastic. Yep, we're going to lose this. We're going to lose this. Okay? Beijing says choppy. Beijing, take it easy, okay? Take it easy. I'm in the middle of I'm at some place in an undisclosed location. I'm doing the best I can. And you tell me choppy. Come on, man. You know what we use for choppy? Chopsticks. Get it? Get it. Went to a Chili's yesterday. This is Ellen and I and a friend went to a Chili's. It was most unique. We had put it this way. Our waiter was somebody, if you were at a stoplight and this guy pulled up next to you, you'd lock your door. Remember when we locked doors? We don't even lock doors. I just use an expression. I don't even use it anymore because they automatically lock. But very, very nice. Very nice. Covered in tattoos. Anyway. So who's good one? No suspenders, Roger that. At 70, I'm almost dead, so why worry? That's the spirit, Robert. Thank you. What Robert is saying is, if it doesn't affect me, what's the purpose? If it doesn't affect me, if I'm going to be dead, right? That's what you're saying. Did Mrs. L get you on a plane? What's the airport situation? Kimmy Cliff, yes, she got me on a plane. I hated. Do we have that thing? Where's that neck thing I got? I broke down and got. Oh, look at this. I brought down. I broke down and got one of these things. It's a hemorrhoid. It's a hemorrhoid. It's for people with roids and piles. You sit on it and you suspend your infected stalagmite riddled anus. I'm kidding. This is the thing for your neck. It looks like like a dog bed or something, like something like a pooch would poo in here or something. This made every bit of difference. And I, for the longest time, said, I'm not going to walk around with this stupid thing. Unbelievable. Because your head is just, I was in la la land. And you know what else I have? Do you have here we go. This. The French firing squad, Arlene Francis. This I wear at night. I'm in La La Land. I was listening to a lecture last night about Hitler and all the drugs they used, all the Nazis during their time, from meth to Prevatin or something. They had some name. Anyway, this and this, I'm hooked. That saved my life. We got to the airport and it was pretty good. We're a JetBlue fan. They're very, to me, I've always been, this is all kind of like Southwest for a while. I wasn't, okay, as long as they get you there. But we were on a plane. Sometimes we were on a very weird, I don't really notice what plane we're on. Oh, it's a 220, what? I don't know what the hell that is. They only had bathrooms in the front. Me like a schmuck, I walk all the way to the back. I was like, where the hell's there? There's nothing there. I thought, I've never been in a plane before that did not have. Anyway, it was fine. We landed, got there early. They always pad it. Flew out of Kennedy. No problem. No problem. No delay. Nothing. Nothing. But today we're doing something very, very fun. We always keep I don't know about you. I always talk to you about my stuff. I keep business, family, all that stuff. I just never, it's nobody's business. And frankly, nobody cares about it. But I will tell you in general. I will tell you I still hate airlines. And I hate the way everybody walks around in pajamas. I know. I'm living in a world that, I know. Do you remember, maybe you do, when you were young enough, or old, if you're old enough, I should say, where when you would go to the airport, you really dressed up. It was an event. Remember that when they say, what did they feed you? Did they feed you? Feed? Did they feed? It was you dressed up. And now, of course, I watch a lot of videos showing midair breakdowns and crack-ups. I see folks, losing their minds. But I will tell you, as a whole, Americans and our culture, we are so low rent. We are. And I kept walking through I walked through the airport. I'm thinking, do any of these people know anything about Trump? Or do they know anything about, like, what is their issue? By the way, please like this. You've only got 63 people liking it. What the hell is wrong with you? That's why I love Spirit Airlines. There's Billy, kayfabe. Let me tell you something, my friend. TSA agents in proctology they haven't done that in a while. According to JFK, by the way, I will tell you one thing: get that TSA check. Whatever you pay for it, it's worth it. Whatever you pay for it, it's worth it. Seriously, absolutely, positively. Billy, I was thinking about you, kayfabe. Have you noticed all of the YouTube is awash? Oh, I talked to Bruce, by the way, Bruce Anderson, who was alive and well, and your name came up, and we spoke about how we were. Our days of yore. Anyway, there's so many shoot videos, shoot platforms. Dutch Mantel. By the way, Dutch Mantel is a wrestler who came up with the name Shoe Baby. We name all of our computers Shoe Baby after his bullwhip. So you got Dutch Mantel, you got the story about Billy Jack Haynes, and then you got this one, and you got that, and sometimes there are some wrestlers like Johnny Rich. You're thinking, who's Johnny Rich? Well, he was an outlaw. He was a Crockett. Some of these people I don't think are real wrestlers. I just think they make things up. Yeah, I remember with Andre. Andre and I were working. Who were you again? Johnny Rich? Nature Boy, Johnny Rich? Buddy Rich? No. Bobby? No. I think they make it up. You could make a a hero at that, a career at that, Billy. You could, because you could be because you look like a wrestler who's been kind of kicked around a lot. I'm just saying. You were a cross between, I think, Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Iggy Pop. That's what I think. And I'm being kind. But you could do your own and just make up stuff. And then when people press you, like, who were you with? What, or were you with Crockett? Were you with Bill Watts? Were you anyway? You could say, I was hit so many times, I don't remember. I don't remember. Yusuf says we are being replaced. Dusty Rhodes, ROADS, Virgil Riley Runnels. I'm starting to see jihadists wearing head things walking around my neighborhood. This is what we are saying. They are not jihadists, but I'm not going to question you. There is something that is happening here. And what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. There's Carla. Carla says, I've been flying since I was a month old. I use clear lounges and seats with extra space because I like to be comfortable. But even then, you're right, I still dread flying these days. People are so entitled. Yes. Thank you for this. I use clear, but I just with for example, Kennedy, we go right through with TSA. We did clear one time. It was interesting. They kind of walked us up. Clear is good. The lounges are great, except that for the most part, like Amex has this wonderful that Century Club. But it's always like so far away from where I'm going. Raul says, hi, Carla and Rick. Look at this. Raul says, hi, Carla and Rick. Not me, but hi to you. I like the, I like also, Carla, I like the real good travelers, have you noticed people? The ones who really know what they're doing. Believe it or not, what we found out is that Mrs. L and I, everybody wants to do this thing. It's like, I gotta take everything on a carry-on. I gotta put everything on a carry-on. We get a couple of these Toomies. You could put a body in it. But between Mrs. L, oh, look at this. There's Raul. Thank you, Raul. We take our stuff with us. We don't have to worry, but we need more stuff. We need room. I'm not going to put everything. So I checked the luggage. It's maybe, I don't know how much more time afterwards. I don't know. But this, I walk in, I don't have to find a place. And maybe even though it says Carlos, well, these folks who show up, there's Wiley says, you haven't lived since you've been trapped in a crowded elevator with Bruce Anderson and Lionel as his handy gas. No, it was always this. I never used handy gas. It was my hand. Anyway. So, what was I saying? Oh, I'm going to tell you right now. If you told me one thing in our civilization, which I think probably was was either responsible for or concomitant with the decline of American civilization, it is the advent of the knapsack or the whatever this thing is that they were, these knapsacks, these things. I don't know what you want to call them. These big Sherpa-like. First of all, there's nothing worse. Backpacks. There is nothing worse. Look at you. Look at Mrs. Ooh. Oh, they got to see this. You look at that. You are just, you got to see this. We have a very special occasion today. And the theme is pink, which is a different story. By the way, let's get rid of this notion about it's November, you can't wear white. The hell with you. You can wear whatever you want, anytime you want. forget it. And Carla would know this. Gianni Agnelli, sprezzatura. Any rule you want, anything you want. So anyway, so they have these backpacks, these disgusting, and there's no way. This is they turn around. You're in these coach whatever thing. I would say do whatever you want, invade whatever country, ban these. Something happened to civilization where you put this thing on, and it basically tells everybody, I don't care about people in front of me, and I don't care about people behind me. Another thing, when you have a man who spends, let's say you buy a suit, you want to look your best. What do? You should carry always a bag, maybe something over your shoulder, but a backpack. You're 50 years old and you got a backpack. What are you going to go camping with a suit? Remember years ago when women, I'm sorry to say this, women would say, well, I'm going to wear my running shoes and then change my shoes. They'd be dressed. You saw them in New York a lot. They're walking to the subway or whatever it is, and they look very nattily appointed. And then all of a sudden they're wearing these clodhoppers. Well, it's my feet. Excuse me. You're risking being seen. See, in the old days, in the days of actual elegance, people would say, I'm not going to let anybody see me wear that ever. Ever. I'll wear high heels on the subway. You don't wear. Anyway, that's when we lost our way. Okay. Also, watch anybody European eating with the cutlery. But we're done. I'm kind of fastidious. I'm stuck in the old days. Oh, men. How many men can tie a bow tie? How many men can tie a bow tie? Raise your hand. How many have ever tied a bow tie? If you ever get a pre-tied bow tie, I don't know you. Look at this. You have to be able to do it. Start with your knee. Sit there, watch TV, use your calf, just put it around and pretend your calf is your neck, because it is completely counterintuitive. Those people will say, oh, it's like tying a bow tie. No, it's not. Absolutely not. It is bizarre. Very bizarre. We were at a place at our hotel. There was some kind of basketball team, a bunch of 7 foot tall folks walking around wearing slides and these ankle length socks. Carla says the demasculinization of society is real. No upper body strength anywhere. The only thing they are capable of carrying is an almond milk latte. Oh, very good. Very good. Well, another thing too is I got news for you. And there's something else, which is we were someplace and there was this guy and he was I don't know how old he was, 80, who knows? He was and he had a veteran's cap. He looked like a man, slight. I don't know how much upper body strength he had at the age of 80 something, but you knew that when he was a young man, he was a killer. Maybe socially, but when he was a killer. And there was a different when the notion of effeminate, and I'm going to say this, and I know that I'm speaking from a part of the world that it doesn't exist anymore, but the folks who are, well, put it this way, when you were effeminate, it was not that it wasn't tolerated, but it was not accepted with open arms. We're in some particular circles. I think people accept it more today. They almost say, oh, this is great. No. I don't believe in persecution. I don't believe in any of this stuff. Oh, also, you know what else is interesting? Have you ever been, and this is something which is very important, never set your anticipation, never lock it in. I told you we happened to go. I don't know. We went to a Chili's, and this guy walks in. This guy's got he's got scars and rings and the whole bit. He looked like a carnival psycho escapee. Okay, when we used to have those, couldn't be nicer, couldn't be more fastidious. And I'm telling you something right now. Remember this. Show anybody the slightest amount of attention and say, you know what? You're pretty good at this. Thank you, sir. His eyes lit up because I don't think anybody ever gives him any attention. I think because of the way he looks, people discount him. We had the best service at a Chili's, but the point is, you never know. So somebody may walk up to you with pink hair. We were at another one. Mrs. Allen and I were at some event. It was her new favorite place. Ever since Party City went, it's Michael's, the arts and crafts thing, which I find, I can't believe this, the shit they sell. And balloons, forget crypto, put your money in balloons. Mylars, oh, you want them blown up? Oh, yeah. Helium? Oh, yeah. Well, it's different. We'll blow them up, but they're not. Okay. Do you want them weighted down? Weighted down? Yeah. You want them to fly? You want us to tie the ends? I mean, everything you can imagine. Yeah, tie the ends. So anyway, we walked in, and this one comes up to me. Oh, my God. She looked like Peppermint Patty on acid. She had red hair, the thing in the nose. Don't these collect mucosal concretizations around the aperture, booger like scab, these barbells, or anyway. So she walks up. I thought, oh Jesus, here we go. Couldn't have been better. Could not have been. So what I'm saying is, sometimes you look like freaks, but they may be. You never know. Now, as a neurosurgeon, I have no. Okay. Rick Rohr says yuck. Grown man says yuck. Grown man. Rick, you're a grown man. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. You say yuck? You ever say yuck? You ever change a diaper? You want to say yuck? You want to do that? You want to play that game? Okay. You want to go to prosecute a good crime scene, especially if something's been left out after a while, and the critters got to it. You want to do that? Okay. I never say yuck. There's no such thing as yuck to me. Ick, that's a different story, especially when you've had fish. Right? Do you ever have any goldfish and you have ick? We had our entire aquarium destroyed with ick. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. So anyway, Lionel, you were talking about nose yuckiness. No, I'm talking about ooh. Ooh is good. Ooh is very good. But have you noticed the amount of how are we doing on time? Honey, good? Good. You don't have any more of this blast, do you? Oh, thank you. Just, I've had a sense of, how do I say this? Like withdrawal. I'm thinking, they're not going to know where I am. I haven't spoken. Have you noticed that? Did you ever think you're saying, where's Uncle Lenny? What's going on? Where is he? Is he still here? He didn't say anything. Anybody know? And there are many, many people who don't meet until we're changing the subject. Victor Davis Hanson, what is with this guy? Melania? Victor Davis Hanson, I think, died. By the way, Wiley Coyote, kayfabe on this. Victor Davis Hanson, the Swedish Angel. It reminds me of like acromegaly. Remember Swedish Angel, Rondo Hatton? Remember these scary people? Oh, next one. Why is everybody jumping on Tucker Carlson? Look, so that you know. Candace Owens, I don't know what her problem is. By the way, I need double the likes. Come on, people, please. Do one for the team. Do one for Uncle Lenny. Come on, I need the likes. I think Candace is she's talking about stuff that nobody cares about. Well, I know you because I know Erica. Candace, we don't care about this. and I know because of this, and Charlie texted me, okay, and I knew, and I was Charlie's friend. Nobody, okay, you're the only friend he had. I understand it. I got it. Take it easy. I got it. And then this one, and then Mark Levin says, and then Megyn Kelly. First of all, who gives a shit about Mark Levin? Okay, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, Tucker. Who are these cool kids who think that we're worried about the fact that they're having these internecine fights? Who? I don't care about this. I seriously. Does anybody care? Seriously? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Thank you, Rick Rohr. Ooh. I am not going to be drawn in, okay, to this cool kids battle while the hipsters argue amongst, well, Megyn was upset with the fact that MT. Do you think, excuse me, is Megyn the cool kid? Is she the alpha team? Maybe I didn't get the memo. Do you care about any of this stuff? What are you looking for? Oh, it's anyway. Do you care about this? Do you? Do not fall for that. We don't worry about that. Let the cool kids. Remember in high school, I never had this, but I saw this. These kids sit at the table. The cool kids meet at lunch. We're the cool kids. Kind of like in prison too. The alphas, they sit here and you sit there, and we're the cool kids. As Carla says, I couldn't care less about Susie Wiles. Yes, Susie Wiles has to go. Absolutely. Carla, we knew this because of the Ballard Group. Does Trump not do any intel? Doesn't Roger Stone? I love Roger Stone. Doesn't he help? Anyway, I think I'm about to lose my connection. Anyway, do you I'm worrying about midterms. I'm worrying about the fact, thank you. I'm worrying about naked your heart. Oh, I should see you. If you could, you should see this. You look like you can't even say hello. Can't even wave. You can't even give a wave. Get a load of this. Just give him a second of this outfit. You're not going to believe this. Just give him an outfit. No. Oh, look at it. Now stick your arm out. Do it slower. Look at this. Look at this. This looks like something from. Carla says hello. Mrs. Del, hello. This looks like something from the Abominable Snowman. From it's really something. Oh, she walks in. These people here. They don't know. They don't know what the hell. First of all, they've never seen the likes of us. They really don't know. They don't know anything, and they're wondering who the hell are these people? Who are these people anyway? So that's about it. So I'm going to bring my phone with me. I may sneak out during the fete or fate. I prefer fete. F with that E. I'll talk to you then. I have missed you. We will be back tomorrow. Carla, I don't know how you do it. I swear to God. Another thing too, maybe it's me, but if you want to say, hey, do you want to go to the Acropolis? Are they on YouTube? Yeah. Oh, that's the Acropolis. Okay. No, I want to go see it. No, I believe it's there. No. You got to see the Acropolis. Not really. So then you show up and you fly to Greece and you go, is that it? That's it. Just like I thought. Is that the Eiffel Tower? That's the Eiffel Tower. Yep. That's it. All right. Is that the Colosseum? Yep. Just as I had imagined. But I will tell you, if you want to find out, go someplace and go to where the folks live, the peasants, not the peasants, but the usual folks. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. All right, my friends, thank you so much. I have to do some stuff here. Make sure that you appreciate how much I appreciate you. Carla, thank you for your for your kindness today. And everyone else, I think it was, I don't have access to my other chats. I think it was Ricardo or, oh, there we go. Raul, thank you. Mrs. L looks like White Fang. Yes, yes. Remember, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Remember that abominable snowman, that kind of, but in a fashionable way. In any event, don't forget to follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Lynn's Warriors. Also follow her on X at Lynn's_Warriors. I also did follow myself on, by the way, on Lionel Legal, because what they're doing to Diddy, I know nobody cares about it but me, is unconscionable. And also read on X. Have you seen the latest about Alec Baldwin? This is some of the funniest stuff ever. Alec Baldwin has been absolutely taken over by that thing. And any man who is whipped, with all due respect, anybody who lets a woman, not that, please, I know this sounds horrible, but you know what I mean? And women don't even respect it. To be pushed around, especially when Alec's my age, and you're letting some young little chippy fool push you. You're saying to the world, I've got no self-respect. Why should you respect me? Men and women should be covalent in terms of the power and influence that they have on each other. One should not overrule the other. But when I see a man, I know you can't say pussy whipped, but when I see a man pushed around by some younger, I lose all respect. All right, dear friends, we'll love you. Thank you so much. You're terrific. Have a great and a glorious day. We'll check back later, I hope, maybe. But all things system. Oh, Sabertron says, loudest, line of the United States. That's right. All right, dear friends, I love you. Thank you, Sabertron. Have a great and glorious day. Talk to you later. And that's about it. I'll tell you, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over, sue you. Dad.